A guy I used to work with went bow hunting for deer on some rented ground. He was up in the stand early one morning when a huge buck with a rack like an upside down chair walked directly under him and stopped to sniff his tree. Nervously, his heart pounding with buck fever, he knocked an arrow and leaned over to shoot directly downwards. As he leaned over, he lost grip on the arrow and it dropped harmlessly onto the buck's back, and of course, the buck spooked and took off like a jet. Disgusted, he threw his bow on the ground, and when he did that, his tree stand broke and he fell, which wouldn't have been so bad. But one leg was caught up in the stand, and the leg broke in several places. As he spun downward, hitting his head on the tree and knocking himself unconscious for several minutes. After he awoke, he had to do one of those vertical crunchers and extract the broken leg from the twisted remains of the tree stand. When he finally got loose, he dropped the last few feet to the ground and knocked himself out again. After waking up in a painful haze for the second time that morning, he began crawling back towards his truck to call for help. A local farmer saw him in the distance and thought he was a wounded deer crawling. He grabbed his shotgun, jumped on a four-wheeler, and headed out into the field. Luckily for my friend, he was recognized as human before any shots were fired. The farmer took him back to his house, where an ambulance was dispatched and his leg was later pinned and casted. His face was purple for a week. Where he hit the tree on the way down and someone stole the bow before anyone could get back out there to retrieve it. Since the leg had been broken previously in a fall at work, the ortho doc told him, "Break it one more time and it's coming off." Not really funny, but true.